everyone, and Happy New Year. It's January 1st. We'll see if I get this video out January 1st or if it might be a few months later. In any case, happy 2025 to everyone. And I just want to do a quick review and talk about this pan. It's Kuhn Rikon in Canada, at least in Ontario. They've been offered at Fortino's, No Frills, Real Canadian Supercenter, anywhere where you have the President's Choice name and you got stickers based on how much you shopped and you could put it toward getting a pan. I have been using this non-stick pan every day for about 2 months now. We've used it every day, from French toast to vegan omelets. I mean, it makes the best vegan omelets because it doesn't stick, and the coating, you can see, has lasted. Typically any other non-stick pan I have that I start using like daily, I'd say within sometimes a couple weeks, a few weeks, it starts to not stick. You put potatoes in there and they get a little too brown. This has been fantastic. So I'm going to just saute up some potatoes. I've got some boiled kale, and maybe I'll also use this to do some ground meat, vegan meat, of course, and it does everything. So this is the mid-size frying pan. I want to get the bigger one. I got the wok. If anyone knows, the wok was so hard to find. I ultimately found it a couple days before Christmas. I read somewhere where someone said that this is a lower version of the Kuhn Rikon pan. Not sure about that, but they are pretty substantial, and I didn't expect it to be that good, because with the stickers, this cost like this was 18 bucks. So not bad for a pan, but I'm really liking it. Okay, so this is the pan. As you can see, the oil doesn't stick. I am putting some potatoes in here, and let's see how, it's kind of hot. I've been able, however, with other things, to cook without any oil. It's like, depending what you're making, and I have even had some potatoes in the pan without, because like the oil almost seems to disappear, as you see. Essentially what I wanted for this is the potatoes to be at least coated with this oil. Everything just moves around smoothly, beautifully, like look. This is a great pan. The promotion is going until February. So if you've been hesitant because you think that this isn't going to be a great pan, I really love this pan. Like I said, it's been used every day, sometimes 3 times a day, for about the last 2 months. Okay, so it's pretty great. So I have my stove on 7, so it's between high and medium, and you see I'm getting a little bit of color on the potatoes. I almost feel like it's, I don't want to say harder to like get your potatoes to get that little bit of the char on them because of how non-stick it is. Look how easily everything moves around. This is the 24 centimeter pan, 9.4 inches, ILAG non-stick, or ILAG, Swiss technology coatings. It says it's got a 2-year guarantee, Swiss design. You can use it on gas, saran, electric, induction. I know they have some that can be put in the oven. There's an instruction thing here. So everything slid right out of that pan, no problem. I'm not adding more oil to this. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll turn it a bit down. I'll turn it more to medium. I just had to defrost that. I'm just going to try to crush it up right in the pan. See, it's sliding around nicely. Like any part you move, looks like there was nothing in the pan. Okay, this is how good it is. I'm talking 2 months every day using this, sometimes 3 times a day. We've used it for French toast. These are some beautiful vegan crepes. And this is a mung bean omelet. Also didn't stick at all. So look, here I am, no oil, pressing down. Obviously I'm not using forks or anything in here. I'm using, at this point, a rubber spatula. Look how quickly and easily I've been able to brown this meat. Oops, and send some of it flying, apparently. Like, look. See? Ooh, look at that. Nothing sticking. Absolutely nothing sticking. I'm going to get some seasonings in this as well, because like sometimes seasonings, granulated garlic, all those are little rough edges, right? Like those are the things I think that affect your pans over their lifespan, and so far this is still holding up. Okay, first I'm going to put some Old El Paso taco seasoning in here. This is a breakfast we love. Kind of like a loaded potatoes with taco flavor, meat. This is some onion powder. This is garlic powder. But see, look at that. Nothing is sticking. And let me show you guys. Let's make sure that's where you can see it. I'm just going to pour everything out. Do you see how easily that all just slipped right out? Looks like you have a pretty clean pan right here. Like, it's amazing. I've blanched my kale. I'm gonna cook this down. Try to get a little char on this. Of course, it's wet, so it means evaporating some of this liquid. And I'll be back. I have a tiny jalapeno from my jalapeno plant that I was outside. I brought it in for the winter. So I'm just gonna saute this. I don't know how spicy this is. My habaneros are almost deadly. They are so spicy. And here we go, we're cooking. I feel like I want a little oil, maybe in here. It's the first time I'm seeing anything that even looks like something is sticking on here. You can sort of see, it's the very first time. Not with the dry kale, but we'll see. Typically, whatever is in here, you just put a little bit of water and it washes out perfectly. So let me add my other items back in here. Cooking it all like this. Now you might want to add a little more oil for some fat content. But as you saw, I was cooking the kale with no oil. I cooked the meat with no oil. And I put oil originally with the potatoes. You see that, guys? Look. And even where it looked like something was, like, where I was seeing some sort of residue with just the kale, it's gone. It's already gone. I can't say enough good things about this pan. The only thing we've ever noticed, which is like any pan, like you might, if you've cooked it with some oil or something and you just sort of see like a little residue of the oil, all I do is put a little soap and water, let it sit, and it essentially rinses out like there was never anything in the pan. Oh, I'm going to put cheese on this. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to add some cheese. I'm just using Violife cheddar shreds. I don't have a ton of it. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I've got some Daya, but I feel like this is enough. Okay, so I just put another pan on top to help melt it. Look at that. That's my beautiful breakfast. Honestly, I love this breakfast so much. Yeah, we're gonna eat. I suppose before we eat, I should show you again, just so you see how easily this comes out of the pan. Okay. There we go. I maybe left it on a little too long, but it comes out, look at that. Just beautifully, right? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As I left it there and I had it on high, some pieces were burning a little. Okay, don't do as I do. But even though some of those pieces were burning, nothing is sticking. You see, nothing is sticking. So, there you go. You can sear whatever you want, get a nice sear on there, like we did with our broccoli, and it's gonna be fine. This is the other pan I got. I got the bigger saucepan, the medium-sized one, Kuhn Rikon. I don't love how the bottom already kind of is no longer that perfect, beautiful silver, but I guess it's not like a non-stick coating. It does, what I love are, you've got holes here. So if you put it here, if you're making pasta, you can strain that out. You have smaller holes. You have bigger holes, depending on what you're making. So it's really perfect. Like, let's say you're doing potatoes, you use that big end, you pour it through. It's great. It's a great design. pasta, you might want to use the smaller ones. Great design. And I love that you've got your measurements inside. Okay. 1 liter, 1 quart, up to 3 liters and 3 quarts. So it's a really great pan as well. Feels sturdy, nicely made. Your basic saucepan, really like it. Okay, so this is just to show you the very end. Here's the pan. Those are the little remnants of the crunchy bits. But look, you got a pan that has nothing sticking in it. Okay, look at that pan. Beautiful. Let me know if you want me to use the wok and show you how the wok works. And then I just do this. I add a bit of water to it, just in general. Sometimes a bit of water, a little bit of soap. Just let whatever was in there. You can see a little bit of the oil sheen lifting. Just to clean it. I'll let that sit for a bit, then give it a little proper soap. And after all that cooking, this is the pan, guys. Look at it. It's looking just like new. I love this pan.